Hello, everyone out there on cyberspace. My name is Amanda. I'm also known as Rawholic. You can read some of my stuff on Blogspot at iamrawholic.blogspot.com. Be sure to check it out. I'm also a member of goneraw.com, in which you can read different forum posts of different people who know about Raw and get different recipes and links and so forth. I've decided to start making posts about basically my life having a raw plant-based diet. I've been a vegan since I was 6 years old. My profile on YouTube says 8, but my mom corrected me and said I was 6. Her memory is better than mine, so I'll take her word for it. And when I was 14, I kind of went off that vegan path. I still ate mainly vegan, but I would just have just unhealthy foods. I would have Snickers bars, maybe some pizza occasionally, or a Coke. And I was very heavy up until I was about 16 because of that. And then when I was about 17, I discovered raw foods. At the time, I was actually underweight at the time because when I was 16, I decided that I was going to lose weight to be healthier, and I did it the world's way, and I counted calories and did excessive exercise, and yeah, it did make me thin, but I was nutrient deficient, and it made me sick. So when I was about 17, my mom and I kind of gave me a reality check, and I realized, what's the point in being skinny if you don't feel well? What's the point? So I went completely vegan again at that point. Ate normally, started to put the weight back on, became healthier, I guess, and I started researching nutrition. I really didn't want to go down that path again of fad diets that the world seems to be completely obsessed about. So that's when I discovered raw food, and I just read tons and tons of books on it, and it made sense. So I started at about 50% raw, then went 75%, and before you know it, I was completely raw. In fact, for about 3 months, I had given up coffee, cooked grains, potatoes, all that stuff I ate. Fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, avocado, that kind of stuff. And I started walking because at the time I was trying to start rebuilding up some muscle mass that I had lost. And I was starting to feel really good. And my head was clear, I could think. And I was like, wow, why didn't I do this before? Was I stupid? And no, I was just young, and I thought I could do whatever, and I didn't really research anything. And that's important before you try anything in life, is to do your research, because there are so many things out there. People aren't being honest, or they aren't being very informative, and you can screw up so many things and damage your body and your mental health so easily. It's not good. Anyway, so yeah, for 3 months, which since, yeah, April, May, June. So no, actually about 4 months, I guess, because at the beginning of April, I went completely raw, gave up even coffee, which was really my crutch, kind of a social thing, I guess. My last thing where I was really socially interact, and my one bad thing that I kind of just did as a treat, I guess. But it was an addiction. I was having up to like 4 cappuccinos a day. Not good. So gave that all up, and I was feeling really, really good. I then, over the summer, went to Europe, where I stayed at Oxford University for a summer study abroad program. It was amazing. I managed to stay almost completely raw, except for occasional cooked vegetable meals when we had special dinners at Lady Margaret Hall, which was the college I was staying at. And when my mom came over, we had a few coffees, and that's when I came home, and I stayed eating stayed with eating a raw plant-based diet, except for the coffee, mainly because it got me out of the house and I could go to a cafe and hang out, just a change of scenery. So on the Gone Raw forums, I started joining a group which is going to do 31 days raw, which hopefully will help me kind of kick that coffee habit that I've been having again and get back into the role of what I was doing before. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. First, I want to be very clear. I am not a raw foodist or a rawist or whatever you want to call them. I do not practice veganism or vegetarianism. I simply follow a raw plant-based diet, which you can read on my blog. I don't believe in labels because labels, a lot of times, isms are associated with a religion, and food isn't a religion. It's a necessity. You have to eat to live. We shouldn't live to eat, even if it's to live healthily. That's not the point. I am not one of those New Agers, though if you are a New Ager, don't take this as offense. You guys really have a lot of stuff right. I just personally believe I'm eating to have the best quality of life possible on this earth, because eventually, no matter what, I will die. My cells do stop generating, but I want to have as long and as best quality of life as possible to do things while I'm on this earth until I die, and then God comes back, Yahweh, and then I will live in New Jerusalem where I'll live forever and I'll have all the fruits and veggies I want, and it'll probably taste even better too. But yeah, and I've really learned so far through my journey is food is not the only thing. Attitude. If you don't have a positive attitude, if you feel cooped up or angry or frustrated, it's going to affect you physically. And you won't feel very good. Water. If you don't stay hydrated, the cells in your body will die out. 80% of the chronic illnesses that people have is due to dehydration. I know this because my mom is reading a book on the importance of water. Can't remember the author's name, but I'm going to get more into that when she gives me the book. When she's done with it, I'm going to read it, and I'll kind of give a little post on that. But anyway, basically, to have a good quality of life, I believe in New Start, which is nutrition, exercise, water, sleep, trust, oh man, I can't remember T. I'll remember T in a minute. Oh, temperance, air, rest, and trusting God. Trusting God gives you the spiritual foundation, which helps you emotionally cope with the situations that you are presented in day-to-day life. Nutrition gives you the nutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, the enzymes, the energy, the glycine, the different sugars, the fatty acids, everything that your body needs to build and keep working. Exercise keeps you regular, your bowels moving, your muscles building so they'll be strong, which in turn gives you better energy. And it affects your attitude, your emotional state as well. Water, like I said before, it keeps you hydrated, keeps your cells and your muscles and your organs all running correctly. Sleep allows your body to regenerate, to cope with all the stresses that you've gone through throughout the day. You don't get that, and you can have the healthiest diet in the world, and it won't work. Temperance. I don't really get that part yet. As I said, I'm discovering New Start. Temperance, I guess, is again, that's mood. It's the way you look at life. If you don't try and keep a positive attitude, you're not going to be a very happy person, and therefore not a very physically and it won't be very good for your physical well-being.